Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nathan. Today, this is going to be a bit of a different video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about more game-related stuff. Specifically, as you probably saw in the title or seen the title, aim training stuff. Very helpful, yes. I'm going to try to keep this short as possible. I've got 3 topics to talk about, and I've got issues and solutions for some of them. So, the first solution to all of our problems is aim training maps. Literally, aim training maps. There's a whole big variety of training maps for CSGO specifically. Now, this isn't only for CSGO. Something to keep in mind, this is not only for CSGO. This applies to all gamers that play FPS games. I don't care what you play, but you can probably apply these methods, if not exactly the same, the general methods. If you understand what's happening in this video, you can apply them into your own game that you are playing. So, with that being said, we're going to jump straight into it. So, the first idea at least, is for CSGO players and anyone else that can do something like this, is aim trainer maps for CSGO. So, like stuff like AIMBOTS, any kind of aim course or any kind of aim challenges, 1v1s, stuff of that sort. All of it will really help. Especially, honestly, I really suggest these 3. AIMBOTS being one of the more popular ones. Now, I do know that AIMBOTS isn't perfect. There are a few ups and downs. A lot of people will say, but AIMBOTS, the bots don't move. And then other people will be like, yes, but you can make the bots move. But then other people would be like, but it's not like real CSGO movement. Of course, it's not. It's never gonna be like real CSGO movement. If you want real CSGO movement, queue up into a deathmatch. That's my solution. Now, if you're just trying to play a game of, you're just trying to warm up, you're trying to play a game before you go to work, before you go to school or whatever, obviously you're not gonna have time to sit around and aim bots for like 30 minutes before you have to go. It is what it is. So, there's a few other options. Let's say you want to play an FPS warm up kind of game mode, but you don't want to download CSGO because you don't like CSGO for some odd reason. I got you. Here's an $11 alternative for aim training with a mouse. I don't even know if you can use a controller in this, but you can use a mouse. So, here you go. Kovaak, or anything that's like Kovaak. Aim training, any kind of, what is it, like Aimtastic? Or I think that's what it was called. It's another aim training game. Although Kovaak is more in-depth. I don't have Kovaak personally, but from what I hear, it's a really good game, and it's good in a sense that it really helps you practice your aim stuff, and for multiple games, not just Counter-Strike, but for games like Overwatch, I believe Quake as well, and I don't know about Siege, but I mean Siege, if you're playing Siege, you're probably not even aiming. You're probably just pre-firing half the time. Oh, and that was a joke, by the way. There's 2 things that I can say about Kovaak, and 2 problems I can say about Kovaak for me personally, and it's the reason why I haven't bought Kovaak. So, the first one being sensitivity. Sensitivity is a really big factor when it comes to PC gaming. A lot of people overlook it, and a lot of people go, why am I missing? Well, it's probably because you're playing with mouse excel on. And then other people would be like, I like using low sensitivity, and the sensitivity in this is too fast for me. Of course, you can adjust it. Of course, you can probably select the kind of game you want, and you can probably adjust it, but you will never get the true 1-to-1 ratio of what you use for the game that you're playing in the game that you're looking at right now, like Kovaak and stuff. Now, using the same number is something that is probably probably not as accurate as you think, so it can be very problematic because you could be using a higher sensitivity in Kovaak and then use a higher sensitivity in Kovaak than you do in the game that you're trying to warm up or get better at without even realizing it. And then you go back to that game and you're like, why is my aim so off? Well, probably because your aim is too slow, or you're over flicking, or this and that. There's just so many possibilities when you transfer from game to game. In my eyes, to keep it the most consistent is you keep it on one game. So if I'm trying to warm up for Counter-Strike, I'll play anything that is tracking and timing based, versus pulling up another aim trainer. And if I want to do aim training for the game, I'll actually pull up a workshop map for the game. Now, if I can't pull up a workshop map, I just stick to my aim tracking and warm-up routine that consists of the two next things, actually, that we're going to be talking about on this list. And one of them, there is a problem that a lot of people will fall into. This is the next game. Yes, Osu. Specifically, the kind of Osu I'm talking about is Osu. Yeah, any experienced Osu player will understand what I mean by that, but essentially what I'm talking about is, I'm talking about the game mode where you track circles with your mouse cursor and you're not timing it with just keys. I think that narrows it down quite a bit. So in Osu, there's four kinds of modes. Yeah, I think there's 4 kinds of modes. There's the Salad Catcher one, or whatever it's called. I never play it. I just can't stand that one. There's Mania, Taiko, and then there's regular Osu, which is the more popular one, the one where you use your mouse or you use your tablet. One of the problems in this game for some people would be is that getting to understand to use your mouse clicks wisely and not use. What I mean by that is, don't use your mouse clicks. Use your keyboard to play Osu, because it'll help you a lot. You can use Osu to get better at tracking. It does not mean you're going to get any better at the game you're playing, but rather it'll build up some sort of consistency if you can actually get decent at this game with a mouse. I'm saying specifically with a mouse is because a lot of people will switch to tablet because they want to get better at Osu. But at that point, you're not playing Osu to warm up for your Counter-Strike game. You're playing Osu to play Osu to warm up for your Osu game. So there's a bit of a difference there. Another thing would be something along the lines of, I don't like Japanese music. I don't like listening to anime OPs 300 times. And speaking of which, let's head over to the next one. So this is the next one, White Tiles 2. Some random white tile, piano tile kind of game that I found on the interwebs and decided to click on this sketchy site, and we'll see what's going on over here. So there's 3 modes. Endurance being literally just being click away at a certain time, and when you run out of time, it'll refresh and you gotta click again. I believe that's how that works. Patterns. Then there's Frenzy, which is really like the closest thing to what I can see as like Kovaak, where you're actually just frenzy clicking, you're frenzy flicking. I think that's what it would be called, or you're literally just clicking on different squares all over the place. Now, don't rush yourself into this site. Make sure you do this step before you actually continue to get into this site, which is what I'm talking about right now. And it's opening up your volume mixer and going here and finding Chrome. For some reason, my Chrome is not popping up, and I don't know why. But find Chrome in here and lower that shit down, because this thing, if you thought CSGO headshots were loud, this is even louder. And honestly, it makes this really annoying ding noise whenever you hit a black square. And for demonstration purposes, I'll show you guys what I mean. It's ow, 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 ow. you guys get what I mean. It is really loud, and I'm not the best at this game. Currently, my highest score is 499. I don't know why I didn't hit a 500, but whatever. There's no reason to get salty about that. I think if you don't want any of these games, if none of these seem appealing to you, you want something more challenging, you want something more closer to your game. You want to practice your movement, you want to practice your aim, you want to practice your map control and everything. Easy solution for that, just play the damn game. I don't know, just play the game. And if you're like, I don't want to lose my rank though, because I'm playing for rank, okay, then download something like Face It, or go join a community pub or something. Obviously, it's not going to be 64 tick, it's going to be 128 and higher, but of course, with all of those being an option, my B-hops are on crack when I'm playing a 128 tick. Yeah, so are mine. But when I play 64, I'm literally god awful. Like, I can't hit hops for anything. So you know what? Anyone that wants to play 128 tick, just queue for a pub comp, or just queue for like, I don't know, something. Just make sure you're playing the game that you want to play. I'm just using CSGO as a reference because a lot of people can relate to this. Without further ado, I think this is a good time to end this video off. So, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Comment if you had any problems. And yeah, so subscribe for more, to the Naforfi channel, the Nave channel, where we do gaming unboxings and reviews and other stuff, miscellaneous stuff that are going to be coming out soon, I hope. And yeah, so without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video that is queued up from my channel or in a future video. So that being said, I would thank you guys again for watching. My name is Nave. Bye.